Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com.
And I'm Bob. Happy Friday.
Welcome back to our Top 5 Friday ski industry news. I tasked Bob with leading us through the news again this week. You've just been doing such a fantastic job that you got to start doing a worse job. Unless you enjoy it.
Like I do with laundry at home.
Yeah.
Do a worse job and then you get taken off the task.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's kind of what I was getting to.
Yep.
But anyways, I'm going to take us through our housekeeping things here before we get right into the news. I suppose starting with sales, we're still kind of in that theme of price drops that we've been talking about. I know last Friday we kind of like alluded to some upcoming price drops. Those were Liberty on Saturday, and then all of the Elevate Outdoor Collective brands on Monday, which includes Vocal, K2, Line, Marker, Del Bello. I think that's it. Technically, I think it also includes like Tubbs, if we're really talking about brands under Elevate Outdoor Collective.
I don't know if we have Tubbs snowshoes here.
I don't believe we do.
But I did notice the other day that we have a lot of snowshoes.
Yeah, not Tubbs.
I forget who we have, but
those are probably on sale too.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, pretty significant price drops there. I know all the Elevate brands, and you know, I'd say like most notably Vocal and K2 because they make a lot of different ski. Line does too. But those all went to 40% off, and just kind of like watching what people were buying this week, definitely a lot of people taking advantage of that 40% off on things like M7 Mantras. You know, particularly for me, my mind always goes to skis that don't change for next year. So Blaze, Mantra, I know like the narrower Mantras change, but like M7 Mantras just cosmetically change. So
yeah,
I always think it's really cool when you can get current technology for 40% off.
Yep. Yeah, end up seeing a lot of M7s start to move.
Totally. And then I just finished writing the copy for a newsletter that is going to go out today, and I will use similar wording here. Unless you've been extremely distracted by something, and the example I used in the newsletter was by spring skiing, which if that's the case, then
great.
Good on you for sure. But unless you've been extremely distracted, you've probably heard the word tariff getting thrown around in various different usages over the past few weeks, months. Still a lot of uncertainty, obviously. You know, things have changed even just very recently. But we just wanted to be like fully transparent what it means for us and what it means for skiers or people buying ski equipment. And I think it's fair to say that chances are ski prices are going to go up unless something really, really significant changes. But we can only, you know, we are basically like fourth party here. So,
right.
You know, we are doing everything under our control to understand the situation, to understand what manufacturers are going to do, what our brand partners are going to do, and all that stuff. So we have been talking with ski manufacturers, and I can only remember one exception, and I'm not even going to say it because, like, again, like none of this stuff is black and white, and none of it is cut and dry, but they are all expecting to raise prices. Nobody really knows how much. Again, like this is just like stuff that we are hearing from manufacturers, but that's what it's looking like, which, you know, can be tough.
Yeah.
Skis are not cheap already, so bumping the prices up, even if it's just 10%, that's gonna be something that you feel. So what we've done is we have created, or rather are creating, because it's literally being worked on right now, basically a landing page for 2026 skis, starting with skis, but we will add snowboards and hopefully some other gear as well, for pre-order. So generally, we won't get those skis in until
July.
late July, August, something like that.
Yeah.
We write our preseason orders months ago at this point, but the skis don't physically arrive until then. And yeah, what we're doing is we're opening up these pre-orders as a way for skiers or as a way for you to essentially lock in a price. You know, you have to buy it now, so it's not like you're saving a price to pay later.
Yeah.
But if ski prices go up, it's not like it's going to only go up to the end consumer. It's going to go up to us. And basically what we're doing here is you can buy whatever 2026 ski you want that we have available for the original price, the pre-tariff price or pre-price increase price, whatever you want to call it. If those prices go up, which again, it looks like right now they probably will, you don't have to pay any more. Basically, we will eat the difference in those costs.
Yeah.
So, I was going to say it's a little confusing, but it's not confusing at all.
But if you pre-order a 2026 Salomon QST 94, I don't know the price.
Correct.
Let's just say it's $1,000.
It's not.
I know it's not, but I don't know the price. I'm a
considerably-
round number.
Considerably less
Yeah.
than that, sure.
That's what you pay. You pre-order it. If it goes up to $1,100, $1,200, you're still paying $1,000.
You still get the ski for the price that you're paying today. And yeah, so say it, goes up $100 on our end.
Yeah.
We will pay the manufacturer the extra $100. We will not expect you to cover any of that difference.
Right. The enticement is to pre-order the ski for the customer.
Yep. And yeah, if you're worried about the uncertainty of it, or you just want to, you just want to be done with it and have it simple and clean, then I think that's the benefit here. So yeah, that was a lot to talk about.
It's a tough concept.
It's a complicated scenario. I'm not a
tax expert.
was it George that works in imports exports?
Well,
Seinfeld?
yeah.
Or he says he does.
Well,
Was it George?
Well,
Am I way off?
it was Art Vandelay.
Art
but
Vandelay.
He was originally importer-exporter, and then I believe he moved to architecture.
Okay.
So I'm not sure which came first. I'll have to review.
Okay.
But
I believe the import export
yeah,
came first.
or was it? Yeah, I think so.
Is
Either
it-
way.
Is that when they? What is the episode when he comes running into Jerry's apartment going, "Say Vandelay Industry, say Vandelay"?
I think he was applying for unemployment or something like that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Latex sales.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you wanted to be my latex.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, so that's it for sales stuff. Let us know if you have any questions. Happy to talk more about it. And then from a content perspective, we did 2 behind-the-scenes ski test videos this week. Those have been, again, really fun to put together and really fun to put out there and, show some people a little bit more informal take on how those days go.
Yep.
We did the Sender Free 100 review earlier this week, which is full 40 minutes long. So if you got 40 minutes to kill and you want to hear about one of my favorite new skis, go give that a watch.
Mm-hmm.
We filmed this QST 94 review today. That one will be out published on Monday. You're going on vacation for a week. So it'll just be Matt and I skiing next week, and we'll do something else. I don't know exactly what that'll be just yet. And then a lot of people asking for the Dynastar M Free 100 review, which certainly will come, and that'll be a big Matt.
That'll be Matt heavy.
That'll be Matt heavy, because he's been skiing it a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's it. You want to take us into news, or do you want me to start topic 1?
Why don't you start topic 1, because you were first person on the ground there, and then I'll jump into
Sure.
what Matt wrote about Freeride.
Yeah, I have very, very small notes
Those are tiny notes.
this week. So, like we talked about last week, I don't even remember. I was in Colorado coaching USASA Nationals. I don't remember the dates already. The 5th through the 10th, something like that. I know I talked a little bit about it last week, but it was fantastic. I just wanted to say that I think both USASA and Copper do a great job putting that event together. It is very well organized. It's very professionally run. It is amazing how many athletes they get through on a single day, let alone like a single competition just in the morning. Like they'll run 70 plus athletes through a slopestyle competition, start to finish, including finals, from like 9 to noon. It's like
Yeah, you got to be efficient with that stuff.
It's really well done. So they'll split it into 2 heats,
Yeah.
and then they have 2 different judging panels. So like judge panel 1 is for heat 1, panel 2 is for heat 2, and they run them like concurrently.
Yeah.
So like heat 1 athlete will do their run, judges are scoring. Then a heat 2 athlete will drop as like heat 1 judges are still scoring. So it's like non-stop.
You don't have to wait.
Skiers dropping. You never have to wait for the judges to finish tallying their scores. So, yeah, extremely well done. We had a lot of athletes out there. So I coach for Green Mountain Academy. We're part of the Northern Vermont USASA sect, and I just wanted to highlight a few athletes that are kind of directly under my supervision.
Your tutelage?
Tutelage. Thank you, Bob. Yeah. We had some great finishes. Shout out to Dylan Schaefer for taking 9th place. Top 10 at USASA Nationals is nothing to scoff at. He was 9th place in the breaker division, which is 13 to 14.
Why don't they just say that age?
Yeah, I don't know.
Drives me nuts.
Trust me, Bob. I still don't know what Menahune is, or breaker, or youth, or junior. I have to look it up and
every time
remind myself every single time. And then I think I talked a little bit about the kids / adults that had to go out there and step up to compete on the big jump line at Copper, which is gnarly. So a couple more shout outs. Shout out to James Streeter for 6th. He was 6th in the 17 to 18 division.
Much better sounding than...
It's called junior.
Oh.
I was simplifying it for you. And then Tristan Murphy picking up a podium in that same division. And there's some really good skiers in that division. Tristan was 3rd.
And this is all slope style.
All slope style, yep. We had rail jam competitors. We had half pipe competitors. We did have some younger kids on the podium in half pipe. And please forgive me for forgetting who those athletes are, because I think USASA Nationals was the first time I ever met them.
Yeah.
But shout out to these 3, because I've been skiing with them for at least a few years now. I think James, the shortest duration out of those 3, but it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Tristan's podium run was backside switch up continuing 2 on an up down rail, switch lip continuing 2 on like a really long rainbow to down rail, and then he did switch misty 9 to cork 7 to cork 9 on some really, really, really big jumps. So
good memory.
Pretty cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't remember the trick names.
Just what they do.
I remember
the process.
I forget the young athletes' names who I only meet briefly. Anyways, so that's it on my end. Bob, take it away.
Okay, we have a bunch of talented coaches on our staff apparently.
2.
Yeah. but a percentage of our staff.
Sure.
It's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, Matt McGinnis, who writes these weekly articles, is a free ski coach with Mad River Glen. So he gets to go to the freeride competition, so kind of the other side of freestyle from what you work with. And he was out at Kirkwood for the IFSA Junior Freeride Championships. And I strongly encourage you to read what he wrote because it's much more of a first-person account than what I will be able to provide here.
Yep.
But the nuts and bolts of it is that Mad River Glen athlete Seamus O'Neill ended up taking first place overall for the season. So that's a culmination of 4 different events and getting an invite to next year's Worlds. So this is all kind of a progression moving up.
To Junior Worlds.
Junior Worlds, yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
And then from there on to, the ultimate goal being the Freeride World Tour. Matt also noted that Eastern competitors from Mad River Glen, Smugs, Jay, and Holderness Academy were all represented at Kirkwood. So nice to see Eastern skiers taking on bigger mountain lines and just different types of terrain.
I got 2 more shout outs after you're done that I forgot about.
Okay, I'm done with this one.
Are you really?
You got to read his article. I mean,
okay.
I can't write it all down.
Totally.
But yeah, you got to read what he has to say about it. It's much better.
I assume Lindsay Nagel will be discussed, and potentially Tara Nagel as well in the written article. I just wanted to give a shout out to their older brother Ryan Nagel, who competed in open class at USASA Nationals and just missed finals by like 1 spot, I think.
Yeah.
But skied great, and I haven't coached Ryan specifically for a while, but used to coach him a lot. So really, really cool to see Ryan. Ryan, if you're watching, how's it going? And then last shout out is to Simon Miller, who is another local kid from Burke, who I used to coach a lot. Now he spends most of his time down in Killington, except they're all moving to Utah now.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, totally. But he won the open class rail jam with some very, very, very impressive skiing. So yeah, I think that's it for junior stuff.
Unrelated Nagels.
Correct.
You to them.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Probably important to point that out. Our last names sound the same. They are different spelling by 1 letter.
Nice. Number 2, we're still staying with freeride. Matt loves writing about freeride stuff. This is about the Challengers, which is 1 step below Freeride World Tour. So last week they had to pull off 2 events at Arapahoe Basin in Colorado.
Looked kind of gnarly.
I don't know. I've skied there a bunch, and I don't understand how people ski that east wall stuff. It's just...
Did you ever ski it?
No.
Oh.
I didn't want to walk. You're at like 12,000 feet.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But the snow conditions looked kind of gnarly to me.
But they had to move one. I forget where the other one was, somewhere in Montana perhaps. But that got canceled, so they moved 2 to Arapahoe. And winners of Challenger go on to Freeride World Tour. Day 1 and day 2, actually, same results. Aspen's, on the men's side, Aspen's Kelly Hillicky, I believe is how it's pronounced, got first place. And for the women, Winter McBride got first. And those results were repeated for day 2. So looking like they will be on the up and up.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Double victories.
Double victory. I mean, if you got a good grasp on the area, you're probably going to do pretty well.
Can't believe you never skied the East Wall stuff.
It was all new to me, so it was fun to...
That was a long time ago, too, right?
I also just like the Pally area, because it reminded me
Of home.
of stuff.
Yeah. East Wall does not feel like home.
No, I'm surprised that these people do so well in such sketchy conditions.
It's...
And train.
I mean,
conditions.
I always felt pretty comfortable on the East Wall terrain. I don't know why. There's nothing there that... It is big exposure, but it doesn't feel like big exposure. You know what I mean?
It's like
you always
narrow
feel
stuff.
you're always kind of confined to something narrow.
I'm fine with narrow. I don't like the wide open.
I like the wide open.
Yeah. Topic number 3, still kind of in the freeride / freestyle realm. The Natural Selections ski event went off in Alaska, kind of a remote backcountry area. where athletes spend a week there and they get to kind of scope their lines and kind of work on their runs, as opposed to Freeride World Tour where you're kind of there and then you have to go whenever. But they have the benefit and luxury of kind of waiting for the best conditions. Judging is based on creativity, risk, execution, difficulty, and overall. So a little bit more free form than Freeride World Tour type of judging. They also do 4-person heats. The top 1 goes to the semifinals, and then the bottom 3 have to duke it out for that second spot. And then the semis and finals are both held in different spots than the preliminaries, so you're given a different venue. So it's a little bit different.
Super cool event.
And then it's best of 2 head-to-head from there. So in the men's semifinals, it was is it Kuch or Kuch? Kuch? I don't know.
I'm honestly not sure.
Versus Marcus Eder, and then Craig Murray versus Colby Stevenson. That was probably a really good one. The women's finals were Michelle Parker versus Manon Loshi. Matt did not include who won in the results. He encourages you to watch for yourself.
Yeah, and has it been broadcast yet?
I don't know.
I can't remember. But I've been
sure you could find out.
I've been anticipating watching, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that he didn't put the winners in because I don't know.
But yeah, just another one of these season-ending free ride / freestyle events taking place in Big Mountain.
And a new one. First time
And
skiers.
a new one, yeah. It's
First
always
time
been
involved in
snowboard.
skiers, Yeah.
Number 4, back to more normal top 5 Fridays of ski resorts versus towns.
Perfect. Love
Jeff,
this. Love this kind of stuff.
This one is South Lake Tahoe versus Heavenly Valley ski area. This is an article from San Francisco Gate. And can you guess what the fight is about? What's the beef?
No, I don't want to.
Okay, parking and taxes.
Sure.
Just like everything. So for years, Heavenly has paid South Lake Tahoe $20,000 a year, and basically that allows people to park on city streets and use the resort. It's very integrated, so it's kind of like Breckenridge, where you could park in town and get the gondola, walk to the
Even feels
chairlift
like
or
closer
whatever.
than Breck.
Yeah, it's very intertwined.
Yeah.
And then coming to a head a couple years ago on January 2nd, 2023, a big storm caused overcrowding, and the town got mad and realized that they needed more from this relationship. So now South Lake Tahoe wants to have the resort be part of the municipality. As of now, they are not, so they don't have to pay town taxes for anything. The resort does not see, unsurprisingly, they don't see a benefit to paying more taxes if they're currently getting what they want. So as a result, we're at a standstill. And now South Lake Tahoe is putting pressure on the resort by basically banning resort guests from parking in city streets. However, they're going to enforce that. So yet another example of town versus ski area and this overdeveloped culture that we see in places.
It's a consistent theme, isn't it?
It sure is. Hopefully they can all sort it out amicably and everyone can go skiing and have a good time and everyone can be friends.
The last part will happen.
The friends?
They can go skiing and have a good time.
Yes. Hopefully, if they can park.
Will they?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can they? Yes. Strong believer that if there's a will, there's a way. And if your will is to go skiing and have a good time,
you can do it.
You're going to make it happen.
Yeah. Well, good luck to them. Now for edits here, we have another year of full send from Swatch 9s. It's just like
incredible.
Crazier every year, which is, I don't know how they get crazier every year. Number 2, Snowseed. This is Phil Casabon. Can you guess what's in this video, Jeff?
Editing from Brady Perrin.
No, what type of skiing?
Oh, street skiing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there also editing from Brady Perrin?
I don't know.
Probably.
Number 3, from Magma. Does park skiing get any better?
Then Magma, or is that the name of the video?
That's the name of the video. I was going to pose it as a question to you.
I like it.
And then finally in number 4 here, Common Sense, a ski movie by Artline-CO. A lot of skiing from Teen in France.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. Not a whole lot of trees out there, I noticed.
That's where I want to go there. We were just talking about it. Wide
Yeah.
open.
I like feeling comforted at home.
I don't know why trees make you feel comforted.
I don't know. I like being the depth perception thing, I guess. I
Oh,
don't
sure.
know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's it for edits of the week.
Yeah, I think that was a long top 5 Fridays.
Yeah, and not much by like news, like ski industry news. There's a lot of first-hand stuff. And
Yeah.
whatnot, but
Yeah, so let us know what you think. Take advantage of the 2025 price drops. Take advantage of the 2026 pre-orders. We're really just trying our best.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a lot internally, and we felt like this was the right thing to do. And it's very far from us trying to it's not a cash grab or whatever
Right.
you want to call it. We don't need you to buy your skis now.
right.
We more just want to create an opportunity for you if you're feeling some uncertainty.
Yeah,
So
it's an offer.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not forcing anybody
Yeah.
to buy skis. That's it. We got another week of skiing here in Stowe. They extended their ski season another week. So yeah, we'll be out there next week having a good time. We'll talk to you again on Friday, and hope everyone is able to ski still. And if not, regardless, hope you have a fantastic weekend.
Bye.